Howdy folks, good evening. Well, it's evening here. A non-music video today on a somewhat serious, depressing topic, but a very, very important one nonetheless. So I'm going to do this one with some company. I've got some Old Forester King Ranch edition, which is coming in about 105 proof. Some good stuff. Only available in Texas, where I live, so I'm happy for that. Cheers. So, wanted to talk about estate planning. Where do your royalties go when you die? It's not a great topic, but it's an important thing to cover. I have been in the unfortunate position of losing both of my parents at different times in my life unexpectedly. My dad checked out when he was just 52, over 20 plus years ago. And then I lost my mom unexpectedly about almost 5 years ago. She just dropped dead at work. Out of the blue. It sucked. Especially since I'm an only child and all the burden was on my shoulders. So having gone through the sudden, unexpected loss of both of my parents, 20 years apart, I am very keen on making sure that all the information my family needs when I go on, when I die, is easily accessible. And there's lots of things to plan. I'm not going to go into all the details on that, and by no means is this any kind of legal advice. But I want to just point some folks to something that I didn't learn about until my mom died 5 years ago. I'm like, I got to check this out. So it turns out that, like insurance policies and benefits at work and things like that, you can designate a beneficiary. It can be your spouse, your kids, all of them. It can be your cat, whatever. You can designate that in advance. But with royalties, at least in the U.S., with BMI and ASCAP, you cannot. I did search for SESAC. I couldn't find it, and it shouldn't take a lot of time to find something like that. So if you're with SESAC, contact them yourself and figure this out, because I couldn't find it. And I'm pretty good with the search engine. So with BMI and ASCAP, your family has to go get those royalties after you die. It'll be nice if you could designate a beneficiary, but I saw on, I think, the ASCAP site, they mentioned the legal aspect. They don't have legal authority to designate beneficiaries. So what happens when you die, or when your composer dies, someone in the family has to contact them, provide all the information, probably a copy of the death certificate, etc., and fill out some paperwork so that royalties that were going to the person that died go to whomever it is in the family you want it to. So in my case, my royalties get deposited in my bank. I've got, a joint account with my wife, so she'll continue to receive those royalties when I'm not here. But I've got a document. It's a very deep. It's 8 pages long. Everything in my life online, passwords, accounts, URLs, or links to everything for finance and health and benefits and all that fun stuff, so that when I die, the family knows, hey, go in the safe, get the red folder. It's got all the details you need so that you can not go through the crap I went through not once but twice with my parents, because they had no will, no insurance. It was a freaking nightmare. Yet I still smile. That's okay. We power through these things. So you have to go get those royalties. It's not difficult. It's just something that you would think you wouldn't want to deal with after someone's died. But you know how royalties are. It takes, you only get paid quarterly in BMI and ASCAP. You get something every month, is my understanding, but there's no rush by any means. So go do that paperwork afterwards. But have a document prepared, and be considerate of your family, and think about the things that they might need access to. So you got your PRO statements, your royalties with BMI or ASCAP or CSAC or whomever. But you've also got things like your logons for DistroKid or Spotify or Banzool, the places that you do business with online. SongTrader, your SiriusXM account if you got one of those. Links to your libraries, email addresses of the folks in your libraries. You can contact them. They're all part of the process of things that you have to wrap up when someone dies. So just document all that stuff for your family. Do yourself a favor, document on your computer, but then print it out, hard copy, put that in a safe or somewhere. So if for some reason you can't get online, your family can't get online, you have the document you can go to say, oh, here's where I shut these websites down, or change the accounts for SongTrader and all these other sites that you might get money from, Spotify, iTunes, whatever. Those are the things you don't really think about in advance, but I figured I'd just do a quick video on that topic. So your family has to go get those royalties after you die, so let them know how to do it. That being said, I'm going to do a sip. Cheers. Now go make something great.